Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, in this occasion, I would like presentation about types of variable. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Ranisa Candra Wulan. I'm from 5BA class, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya, majoring in English department. Before we explain about types of variable, what is variable itself? According to Candra, a variable is a property that takes on different values, and a variable is a symbol which numerals or values are attached. There are two types of variable from unit measurements. It's classified into two categories. There are categorical variables and continuous variables. What is categorical variables? Categorical variables is variables containing values that cannot be expressed in the form of numbers but in the form of categories, or it have values that describe a quality or characteristic of data unit, like what type or which category. Categorical data represents characteristic. Therefore, it can represent things like a person's gender, language, etc. Categorical variables has three types of data. There are binary, nominal, and ordinal. Binary is a categorical variables with two categories or levels. It takes only two values or categories. And second is nominal. Nominal is a type of variable that is used to name, label, or categorize particular attributes that are being measured, and it has two or more categories. And the last, ordinal. Ordinal is a type of measurement variable that takes value with an order or rank. There is a clear ordering of the categories. For example, suppose you have a variable economic status with the three categories, like, for example, low, medium, and high. The examples of categorical variables. For binary, the example is, are you male or female? We must choose between the two categories, rich or poor. Are you Democrat or Republican? Pass or fail. Are you married? Yes or no? And the second, nominal. A real is, for the example, for nominal data, like a real estate agent could classify their types of property into distinct categories such as houses, condos, suites, or bungalows. So, types of property is a nominal variable with four categories called houses, condos, suites, and bungalows. And the last is ordinal. Like what I said before, ordinal is a type of measurement variable that takes values with an order or rank. And ordinal, there is three categories, like for the example, like what we see now in this slide. There are a picture. You can choose which one describes the taste of or heat of the food you eat, like hotter or hottest. You can choose what you feel when you eat the food. Continuous variables. Continuous variables is the one that is measured, not counted. Height, for example, is measured. Weight is measured. Temperature, time, distance are all continuous variables. Continuous variables are also known as quantitative variables. There are two categories data type in continuous variables. There are interval and ratio. What is interval data? Interval data are variables for which their central characteristic is that they can be measured along a continuum and continue, and they have a numerical value. And for the ratio data is a measurement scale shown in the measurement result, which can be differentiated, sorted, has certain distance, and can be compared. The example of continuous variable for interval. The example of interval data is IQ, temperature, score, GPA, and for the ratio data, know about height, weight, time, age, and gram. I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum.